going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat right now. And we know back was moved to the end of the month as a strategic move, and those who've been with me from the beginning know. And we see volume definitely spiked, and we haven't seen that in a few months. Now we have Sequoia Capital Slash's crypto fund as it downsizes amid startup crunch. Goes from $585 million down to $200 million. And guys, for the most part, these big corporations and big banks have already chosen the winners and losers. We know going towards the end of the year and next year, the Fed is going to start shrinking liquidity. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are slightly up. We have the dollar, which is slightly down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have the politicians pushing these stablecoin bills. Remember, guys, stablecoins are nothing but dollars, but they're going to be programmable. And we have Arthur Hayes says that AI will revolutionize DAOs. Smart contracts and blockchain will take humanity out the picture. And guys, you know where you heard that first. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed report about $1.73 trillion. Guys, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. We have Fed now up and running and had a media blackout. We had Jerome in the house raising us another 25 basis points, and we know our economy can't take it. And we have the Bank of Japan, no change in the easy money, but will adjust in the yield curve. And guys, we know why. Japan has helped holding up these global stock markets. But we know those drums get to beating louder towards the end of the year. And we know the NWO, the master magicians. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $24.5 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Shibarium's blockchain's Ethereum bridge goes live. Also, we have Alchemy Pay expands payment support for Checkout.com partnership. And guys, we know that's going to help with adoption. Now we have the Israel government has set up a special examination team to explore the regulation of DAOs. And guys, when it comes to technology, Israel is ahead of everyone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Near to help Colombian Web3 social network Bloomer build token infrastructure. And guys, we know if this technology is successful, we know they'll get swallowed up by one of the bigger platforms. And I'll get into the reason why later. Now we have the Sandbox and British Museum bring art and history into the metaverse. And we know art and gaming is one of the easiest fields to get in the metaverse. Now we have the U.S. Senate approves NDAA bill that targets crypto mixers. And guys, don't forget to watch the video I did last night. And also, if you have my book, we understand those NDAA bills, they always sneak in something. And we had Mitch McConnell as the distraction. And lastly, guys, we have Animoca Brands to invest $30 million in crypto app Hive. And they recently launched debit cards that can be customized with NFTs. And Animoca Brands and Hive will be working together in order to bring a tool for personhood. And we're starting to hear that more. Man versus machine. How do you tell the difference? And guys, when we're looking at these social media apps, these streaming apps, and when you're talking about shopping or interacting, just imagine now you're going to be watching a television show or a movie, a commercial is going to come up, and the only thing you have to do is tap, and it's going to be delivered to you ASAP. And no mom and pop can compete with that. Remember, I told you and wrote about it a long time ago, big banks and big corporations are going to be your new government. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.